Hello everyone, my name is Uthris, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. We are in the ever rainy area, and I turned off the weather effects. I got tired of it. I got tired of looking through a constant haze, and I don't think it made for a good video, so I turned them off. It's still happening in the background, like people are technically being affected by said weather, but it's just visually not going to be constantly foggy and rainy in our area anymore. So we are still dealing with some dysentery. It's year 30. 30 years after the original settlers have long crashed and populated this whole area. 30 years, the original settlers are probably all gone. In fact, if I come over here, I might be able to sort or some of our information by age. I'm not 100% sure if I can. What kind of information we got here? No, I don't have anything. Everything is now kind of leveled out. We don't have a huge decrease due to the dysentery infection. It's still kind of ravaging the hillside. I'll go ahead and speed up time to ×2 at least. We're still building up some homes in this area, but our food is going down. So we're no longer hovering around 12,900. We're more at 12,000. So we need to fix this. This is priority number 1 for this episode. Start laying out food production. Now the best way for me to do that, in my opinion, is maybe to start doing farming. Farming is generally, I consider it to be super inefficient. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do farming. It's probably not going to work, but by God, I'm going to try. First things first, let's get the fishermen over here. So, farming. What we're going to do is I'm going to end up deleting this whole little settlement here. I'm going to delete all these structures. And wherever they go, they go. I'm not worried about it. This whole place needs to essentially shut down. That's fine. We can probably absorb that blow. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all of these. So that instantly popped into 10 jobless and 13 homeless. Now we do have boarding homes in a way, like up here. These are technically boarding homes. We have 2 of them. I'm surprised as many people are living in them as they are currently. But so we're gonna go ahead and tear down this whole area. We're gonna tear it down. I'm gonna rework the road a little bit. I kind of don't like the curviness of it. I'm probably just gonna come out and curve once, go straight, curve, and then immediately curve and connect. Trying to do a gentle curve in this game, just in my opinion, doesn't work out. Oh, we're only down to 4 people. 4 people with dysentery. So let's speed up time. When you let them go through and delete all this stuff. That's reasonable. And they'll also move a lot of the market items into this market itself. Which I think I can lower the count of that a little bit. And gatherers I can lower by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm trying to throw them a little bit more back into the workforce. We can lower this by 3. Or just 2. That's fine. Hunting cabin, can I lower it by 2? How about 3? Nope, just 2. What else was out there? I'm not even 100% sure. Who are you? What do you do? You're a woodcutter. So that means I can lower this by 1. Just like that. Dysentery is still hovering around 7 people. I thought it was going away. We're at 4 a bit ago, but it lingers. It's a lingering thing. This village is just disappearing now. And we'll remove all the roads up to there. And in doing so, I need to quickly make some stockpiles for some things. We'll go here and here. Now these are going to be stockpiles to house all the trees that we're going to be kind of cutting down and moving supplies from. How's our food? 10,000. We don't have much time. We don't have much time at all. So we're gonna harvest some of these trees up through here. So that we can kind of see what we're working with. And I'll probably come down like this. We'll swing left and then down and then swing over to here. So I want all these trees gone pretty quickly. We're gonna go up to 10 builders. Look at them. They're like ants. They're just all over the place. Through here, aren't they? We're under 10,000 food. 9.5. We're about to have a food crisis. As we go into the food crisis, though, it does look like the infection has stopped. So that is good news for today. Year 30 might be the hardest year yet for our population. In fact, if I take a look at food, we have a deficit of about 2,000 a year right now. And that's so far. So it could get worse. It's getting worse. It's getting a lot worse. I really need to get this place online. So I'm going to increase its priority. This needs to be top priority. We need to replace that gatherer's hut. Like ASAP. And that hunter's lodge and the woodcutters. We need to immediately get that up and running. We are on crunch time. I wonder how this guy is still jobless. I lowered all the resource count, I thought, pretty well. Alright, so we got a house going up here. We got the hunter cabin starting. Now, a lot of our food was taken out of that market and kind of moved, so that might be why we were below 9,000. I am still grapefruit, canola. I might buy food. That might be a good thing to do. So if I buy two, or no, we'll do what? 1,900 red mulberries. So that's 1,500 flowers and 400 feathers. Oh wow, look at all this stuff that he's got a lot for sale. I don't think I've ever seen this guy have a scroll wheel before. The market's basically empty at that point. So we'll buy a good bit of food. We'll let them redistribute that out. This is like an emergency aid effort now. And then let's do dirt road. To wait for them to clear all that land. Over here, hunter cabin. Bump that down to 2. We're going to increase it by 2. So we can get some hunters providing some food and stuff for us. That would be great. What do we got cap at? Minerals and... Okay, yeah, we got plenty of mineral. We just need to start refining them down. If I come over here and look at inventory, what do we got in terms of ore? We got 1,700 iron ore. We have 27 tin and 18 copper, so we're actually making some of that stuff, which is good. Can I make bronze? Yeah, I can make bronze. So that might be something I look at doing. Alright. 9,000 is the food. We have cleared a lot of this forest to help navigate this road construction effort. So I'm just going to go over, say, this many. And since this is a 2-wide road, I'm going to do everything in double that I would normally. So 6. Then 4. Then 2. Then 4. And we'll go out 6 as well. So this is my standard kind of 3, 2, 1 curve. It gives a nice gentleness to it. Nope, that's not quite right. We need to start here. And we'll go out, I don't know, we'll go out 15. This is kind of like the straightaway. And I need to connect these two. So we're going to do another, we'll do 8. Probably. Then 6. Then 4. Then 2. And we're just going to mirror that this way. And I'm expecting this to be a little weird. I think that's fine. I think that's going to be a much better road than what we had before. And now I just need to connect up these corners. And this is the thing that usually makes this look extremely weird. Because I still need, you know, having just a corner touching. Well, it probably looks better, to be honest. If I don't add this, I feel like the road's not as technically effective as it would be otherwise, because people would be stepping off the road at points. And now you can kind of see how that looks. It's not perfect, but I think it's a better look. Alright, what are we missing from this thing? We are missing stone. We are out of stone. We're just straight up out of it. So we need a mass stone collect effort here, because again, we don't even have the gatherers hut online. How far is that hunter having to work from? Pretty far. Not ideal. Food's at 7.6, 7.7, 7.9. Oh, okay, 8,000. All right, we recovered a little bit there, but I'm expecting a huge drop in just a moment. I know it's gonna happen. 7.8, 7.9. Okay, we're hovering around 8, 7.8s, upper 7s maybe. Okay, we got up to 8.1. That's all right. It's a bit better. I can also massively increase our food by doing a gatherer effort, which I might do for food. So we're going to do that. And we're going to put our laborer workforce to work, essentially. Now that the road is online, that should help the populace move again from town to town. But we're beneath 7,000. It's weird. Like you can be watching this intently, and you think you're fine, and now I'm below 6,000. I'm glad I set the limit to 20,000, because if it wasn't that high, then I'll tell you, we wouldn't have had so much leeway with a lot of these construction efforts. And being able to pull the workforce and expand our population quite dramatically. We have nomads up here. There's 22 of them. I don't want them. I'm sorry. We can't support you guys. You're gonna move on. I just can't do it. And I can't negatively affect our education and clothing much more than this. In fact, we're out of clothing now. Shoot. That's an issue. Let's go to production. Tailoring company. That's pretty cool looking. Come on. Village tailor. Weaving guild. Village flag maker. Linen weaver. Let's do the old tailor one. Because this place doesn't have any clothes making capabilities. It's just the village up to the north that has that. So we'll plop that down. And I think I'll build the residence on top of it too. Because I think that'll look nice. The heck? What kind of woodcut? Oh, it's a woodcutter, not a forester. I'm dumb. It's this guy. Thank God. I've been trying to figure out who that guy was for like 5-10 minutes now. Ooh. We got our gatherers back online, so you assigned 4 new gatherers there, which is great. A little bit of a dirt road, maybe going this way. Just kind of hook it around. A dirt road. And coming down. That's good. Okay, so a lot of these homes are pretty much constructed now. Get another village forester, and I do need another chopper. That's something I'm forgetting, so I do need that. Let's come out here, and we'll just let's place this just like right along here. Is there variants? There are. I kind of like the stone variant, to be honest. Kind of do that. That looks alright. This place needs some greenery and stuff. I know I should be worrying about food, but I'm kind of stuck waiting for things to progress anyways, so we'll let's look at maybe doing some hedges. That's not very good. Let's do full half connections? No. Is there not an off-center hedge? I mean, I could just do... Yeah, I could just do this. You know, just use some half pieces. Here and there, and then we need to use the fence to kind of seal up this wall. Actually, kind of put it into the church building itself, so it looks a little bit better. And we might want to put some trees in. You know? Let's do an oak. You know, just something. Reserve tools is low. I am surprised that we have low reserve tools. I need to upgrade these dock residences. Do I have rope? Not much. Like, none of it. What is hitting the limit here? Crafted? No, they just don't have any reeds. Let's do 2,500 misc total. I think that's okay. In the meantime, I might switch this to rough tools. Just in the meantime here. I don't know, 10,000 total misc? I don't know what misc really is. I don't know what is considered that thing, and if I have too much of it, then my storage gets full of that rather than anything else. So I might have to just start like drastically selling things. Like flowers might be counting towards misc, not sure. Maybe feathers, maybe pearls, maybe reeds, maybe. There's definitely flowers we have a lot of. Ooh, look, we get our apothecary now. Honey, bone meal cloth, wine root glassware. Honey, bone meal cloth. Okay, the apothecary can't make shit. I apologize. That's not good. That's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it at all. Our fruit's back up to 7,000 though. So that gives me a little bit more courage to go ahead and start planning out some of this countryside. I mean, ideally, I would have liked to make another village out here. And if we do another small village, but fill it full of fields, will that look cool? I'm not really sure. How much venison do we have? Decent amount. Probably not as much as we should. I think this kind of calls for a test. So if I come over here to food production, village crop field or crop field? What's the difference? Here. We'll test. I need to do a test. So what's the smallest this field can be? Crop field. We'll try like a... Here, we'll do this. We'll do 10... A 10 by 10 field. And then this one we'll do a 10 by 10 field. and I need to see what the difference is before we commit to farming. In the meantime, I might need another gatherer's hut. I'm not 100% sure. Or I can just keep buying this stuff. I mean, I could do that. This doesn't have any more food in it, does it? It doesn't. Okay, we're making some progress. We actually have a decent amount of firewood now, which is pretty good. I'm happy they're not going to be as cold. Definitely have a food issue. Food, 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 food. You guys have heard me just say food so many times in the past 20 or so minutes. Just kind of interesting. Let's make sure some of these homes actually have a road connecting up to them. Much as I am trying to survive, I am also trying to make this thing look nice, so both these things need to be true. Alright. I need them to hurry this part up. Because in spring is where we're going to decide what to grow. We're probably going to grow... We need to have something that's edible. Rather than production, right? So wheat is something that needs to be produced, probably into bread. So we'll just do corn. And we're going to put a farmer on each field. And we're going to see what their results are. Now, fields are very finicky. They sometimes work great, sometimes not so much. They're really dependent on the weather, if you have an early winter or something like that. But planting both, and then assigning 2 farmers. Now, first thing that I'm going to notice is this field doesn't have any snow on it. I kind of like that because you can see that where your fields are in the winter, but I kind of like the snow-covered fields because it kind of looks cooler in the winter to have like these barren patches like this. So I don't know how I feel about that yet. We're under 6,000 food again. Alright. Now, another thing that's going to be a factor is where these guys live. They currently live in the same house. So that's going to be a great test. This is going to be an amazing test, I think. So we're going to pop up this. Start producing more clothes. Which, by the way, I might need a new storage barn. Up this way. Might be good to have. Farmers take harvest to storage. Default. Disable. Laborers take harvest to storage. Now, if you disable this pickup thing, it's probably the best way to keep your harvests working. So I'm going to try it without the farmers taking things to storage. That way they just simply farm. And our laborers will pick it up. Now that kind of means you need a laborer force nearby. If you don't have a laborer force nearby, then that's actually going to be slower. So, you know, there's a bunch of variables when it comes to the way food works in this game. Furnace fuel coal. Do I even have coal yet? Am I producing it? I'm not sure if I'm producing any coal, but I want to find out. So it's early spring. The farm will be planted here in a moment, and we need to see one season of this. If our food lasts that long. We're under 4,000 food. Let's just build 2 gatherers huts. See what happens. Give it a test. So here we go. We got our 2 farmers. They're working the field. They're giving it a whirl. Now this one, she's working a little bit more. The other person's already done. Their stuff is growing. Now he could have gone to go eat. He could have gone to go gather a tool. He's back now. And she just went off. We're under 3,000 food. We have a bunch of adults coming of age. Which means we might be able to technically survive a famine. Oh boy, we have our first starving person. This is about to snowball, like, real bad. Come on, crops grow. This test needs to succeed. If this doesn't succeed, we're a little screwed. Grow, 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 grow. Okay, it's late spring. Getting about 25% yield. Okay, someone died as a dock worker because of lack of food. Our laborers are out, like, gathering like crazy. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Personally. I really don't. Look at these things prop up, though. That looks nice. Oh, we got a merchant? Any food? Huh? Seeds? Get out of here. Can't you see I want food? My people are starving. Another trade boat? Back-to-back trade boats. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. What? Where are you going? Come back. Please. No. You probably had food. Okay. We're at 75% yield. Now, I can harvest these early. Not going to. I'm going to let them naturally show up, kind of land where they go. It's summer. This is actually a quick growing crop, to be honest. It might be a late summer kind of harvest for these guys. For corn. Maybe early. Woo, 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 woo. What happened here? Look at this. A whole bunch of people just died of old age. And someone was crushed from a rock. Okay. Sure. I accept it. We have a bunch of people kind of dying out due to old age, which actually might be a blessing in disguise. So here we are. They're harvesting. We're going to see what they get out of this. So far, I'm seeing more baskets on the left side than the right side. Now, I don't know what really drives that. So you can see they're kind of wandering around at the moment, so they're not being 100% effective at the harvest, which is a bit of a shame. I think they're kind of looking around for food because we are kind of so low. You guys, there we go. Come on, keep harvesting. Keep doing it. Alright, left field is done. It produced 700 corn for one worker. That's good. That's actually real good. Right field. 700 corn. They are the same. So we're going to turn pickup back on. So we can get this 1,400 food as well. So 700 food for one worker, honestly, is pretty good. So if I do a 10 by 20 field and have 2 workers on it, I should, in theory, get 1,400 food. As long as it's a linear scale. So that's good information to have. So we'll pop that up. Alright. This episode has gone on a little too long. Just for testing fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time between episodes. Hopefully recover a little bit. And we can move on to, I guess, making a little bit of a farming village to help support the food. And once we get food at a good level, we'll go ahead and try. At that point, we'll try making a little bit more of another production town of some kind. I'm not quite sure yet. Not quite sure. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode, definitely let me know. Leave a like. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think so far. If I think I'm silly, if you think I'm silly by... do I think I'm silly? I'm silly, yes. I'm just ruining this outro. That's fine, though. If you think, you know, this is going okay or going very poorly, if you have tips and tricks, definitely leave them in the comments down below for others. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.